Hi everybody, it's Samantha Paradina. All fresh and clean and ready to start cleaning my house today. This is what happens to white people when they get warm. They turn pink. I say hi to all Kisa's kids. Hi! This is my window my son just put in. It's very beautiful. I got to paint this, and there's the tile. It's a pretty tile. Isn't that nice? I get bored looking at the same background, so I thought I'd do this here. Anyway, I realized why I do this stuff when I'm not all put together. First of all, there are not that many times I'm put together. But also, if I don't say stuff when I'm thinking of it, I'll forget. So, I was thinking about that guy S. McIntosh, man. He is anointed of the Lord, and he's telling the truth. And he says stuff like, the narcissist will poison the well of your soul. And he says it so much better. And I think, man, I wish I could say things with that oomph and with his conviction and sincerity and strength. But, you know, I'm not him. He's him and I'm me. So I don't have to do that. God already has him for that. And he's doing a great job. And it's very powerful. His videos are great. And I like that lady, Daylight Out of Darkness. I love her accent. And I love her beautiful face and her beautiful eyes. And she says things like, just if everything's going wrong, just say it's alright. And I still love myself. I love her accent, and I would watch her videos just to listen to her beautiful accent. But she says some really good advice about how to deal with narcissistic abuse. And then I was thinking about Ollie Matthews. Man, he's from Jersey. You gotta love Jersey. Like, F this BS. You know, like, that's what's so great about Jersey. They see that structure of authority and corruption in government, and they're like, hey, forget that, it's familia. Come in, and then they got the mafia, which, you know, you don't want to do that either. You don't want corrupt government, you want the mafia. We want the higher way. You want to be against corruption, be a part of Zerubbabel and his band of rebels. They're the most powerful of all, and they're the most against corruption and bad guys, and they win. And Jesus is more macho and powerful. He's not this little milquetoast. He made the sun. It's exploding like how many times a second of billions. We can't even fathom the numbers to say how much the sun is powerful. God did that. He holds a lot of those in his little hand. It's nothing to him. He's so powerful. He holds the entire universe apart with his very being. He made all of us. He's powerful. You want to be in his familia. You want to be in his gang, you know. Zerubbabel and his band of rebels. Anyway, I want to tell you guys a lot of things all at once, and I really can't do that. So I'm just going to tell you one at a time, and you get to know me if you don't get put off by me. If you hang in there, there's some value here. I have some wisdom to share and some insights, and I'll tell you about my life. I think I need like an hour video to go through that crazy abuse stuff. You can't really get that started and go, okay, I'll see you again in 10 minutes. I don't know, all I did really well is breaking it up in segments and all. Whew. I do have dreams. I had a dream last night about a spark plug. I mean, I have these crazy, wild, long, adventurous dreams, and this one was just a spark plug, just sitting there, just like waiting to be plugged in. I think it's meaningful. It means something. But that was just really simple. I had a dream the other day when I was thinking about doing these videos, and I'm like, well, I have to get myself together more, and I'll have to do my hair and put on makeup and sit in a nice background and be like in an office, like, you know, like TV, like whatever. And but I wanted to make that one video with the yellow shirt, and I'd been mowing the lawn, and I thought, well, let me just do this while I'm thinking about it, you know. But I wasn't planning on doing that all the time. I was planning on being real professional and looking good. So, you know, if you're led of the Lord, you could pray for me, because I probably got some kind of vanity thing that needs to go. You know, we have junk that is hanging on to us in our souls, and God wants to cleanse that from us. It's okay. Say, "Ooh, look at that. That's vanity. God, please take that out of my heart." Which I'm not surprised from how much I've been mind controlled. It's everything's images and how things look and patterns and whatever. That's not your value. But God is beautiful. But I had this dream. And in the dream is my face. And I have this little brush and I'm putting on blush, right? So I'm putting on blush and my whole face on this side turns into a movie screen of death and mayhem. Like this city burning at night. Like moving. But it was a movie screen in the shape of my face, but half. And I was like, well, I'm just trying to look a little better. Why is there a city burning down? And then I thought, let me do the other side. And the whole face turned into this movie screen of nighttime and buildings burning and people running around. It was just horrible. Then I woke up and I thought, you know, I don't really know what all that means. I know it was a God dream. And I thought, maybe I won't put makeup on. Maybe God's always doing more than I know he's doing, so he has his reasons and his ways, and I apologize. You gotta look at this mug. But this is just me, and that's okay. And you guys are you, and that's okay. And I just really like that we're all different. I like that people have different skin colors and different hair types and eyeballs and tones of voices and cadences and how they speak and think. We're all unique people, and that's really interesting. So I wanted to say that. And maybe I have some vanity to get rid of, and I probably have maybe some mocking spirit in there. Oops. Pray everything that's not of God would go. But I see it as imitation, as a sincere form of flattery. So I'm telling my friends on YouTube, I love you guys, and I think you're great. And I wish I could be like you, but not really. I do want to be just like myself. And that's been a big problem my whole life because of the problems with my mind. Being programmed to be how somebody else wants me to be. I didn't know how to listen to my heart. And really, you have to listen to your heart ultimately. You have to be who God made you to be. It's really very important. And that's one of the reasons why. See, I thought I forgot what I needed to talk about, and this is it. God has me kind of separated from my old life of people I used to hang out with, the church I used to go to. It's nothing wrong. It's just God wanted me separated from how I thought about relationships and how I interact with people. Because I used to interact with people and be whatever I thought they wanted me to be. I had this mechanism in my mind of just be whatever. It's kind of the wrong version of be all things to all people, like Paul said. You want to be relatable and be able to find common ground with people to speak to them where they can understand you and relate to you. But you don't want to lose yourself and not even be real, that you're being like somebody else so much. And that's what I would do. I would attach to a leader and just anybody. I thought everyone else, I'll be like them because I had it so ingrained in me. Don't be yourself. The enemy's so afraid of us being honest and real. And it's extremely important that you be who you are. If you're happy, you're happy. And if you're sad, sometimes you're sad sometimes. And if you're angry, it's okay. You give it all to God. And he lives his life in you, with you. And it's okay. You don't have to be a certain way. You can be honest and you can be real. And I needed to be separated from relationships so that I could hear my own self. It took about 2 years after my marriage to stop hearing the voice of my ex in my head criticizing everything I was doing. Which, you know, I could be critical, but I didn't realize that a lot was him too. I thought it was all me. And it actually took 2 years, and I didn't even realize it was there until it stopped. And when I stopped hearing all the things he used to say to me in my head, I was like, wow. Oh, it feels good to not have that constant criticism. It's nice. And another thing I wanted to mention, and I'm jumping around, sorry about that, but I think there's meaning in what I'm saying. I mentioned a couple of my children the other day, and I love all my children, and I'm proud of them exactly how they are. I have a son who works as electrical. I don't even know what he does, to tell you, computer stuff. And I have another son who's working at a company in Florida. I'm very proud of him. People could look at his life and think he's being average, but I know the pitfall set for his life of how he could have been a narcissist very badly and mean, and he's being kind and he's being normal, and he still has some problems, but it's a lot better than the enemy had planned for him. He's doing great with his life, and he nursed me through my illness the most out of everybody, and I just pray God blesses him for that. But I'm just proud of him, just how he is, that he's trying. And I have another son who I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it. He was special. Maybe I can't say that. He was in the military and he did stuff, and he was very good at what he did, and I'm very proud of him, and he's doing art stuff now in college. And I have another son who went to live with his dad when he was 18, and now he wants to be a woman. I think he's taking hormones. I pray he doesn't get an operation, because I love him just exactly how he is. But I'm very proud of him for being honest and trying to tell the truth about how he feels and say things that he wasn't allowed to say as a child. The kids weren't allowed to express themselves so much because I had all these problems, their dad had all these problems, and they just had to do what they were told. And I'm very proud of him. He's a wonderful person, creative, funny. He has so many good qualities, and I'm very, very proud of him. If you feel led by the Lord to pray for me or any of my children, you know, any prayers led by the Holy Spirit are appreciated. You know, I could probably have some mocking issues or some vanity, or, you know, just needing healing. And I know I have some hanging on things that are wrong, because I've seen that wrong thing hanging around, and Jesus just rose up and he was so macho. Like, that thing shook in his shoes and shivered, trembling beyond trembling. The devils are terrified of Jesus. He's really powerful. But he has his reasons for allowing the enemy to roam the earth. But we win, and we're victorious right now in the moment. But I love all of my children. I love all the people of all the churches I've ever been to. And God has me in this season for a reason. So I can be re-mature myself as a person and grow. It takes time to grow. That's not a magical thing. Yes, I can be in my sound mind, but I still have to mature in thought processes from my heart, and not these habits of knee-jerk, what is everyone else thinking? Let me do what they say and be how they are. I have to figure out how I am. And I encourage you all to be how you are. And how you are is fine. If you're more serious, that's fine. If you're more, well, however you are, that's how you are. So, I turn pink when I take a bath. Isn't that funny? I know there's kids in Africa, they don't see white people that much, so it's kind of funny how God made all of us. And just love yourself how you are. And you stick with Jesus and life just gets better and better. So, I love you guys. I'll talk to you another time. Okay, bye.